I said Ahlussunnah Waljama constitutes the followers of Abu Hasan al-Ashari and Abu Mansur al-Maturidi. Okay, so as to who they are all of the Malikis, and they are all of the Shafi'is, except for a handful. And there are many of the Hanafis, perhaps a tenth to a third of the Hanafis. Those are who the Asharis are, for the majority of Islamic history. As you may know, Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani and Imam Nawawi were Shafi'is, traditionally educated in a curriculum for which Ashari tenets of faith, Aqeedah, were Islamic orthodoxy. Nor was this confined to the Shafi'i school alone. All of the Western Muslims who I know who have learned Islam from sheikhs in a personal traditional way, no matter in what place, whether Hamza Yusuf on the edge of the Mauritanian desert in Western Africa, Abdul Hakim Murad in Cairo, Egypt, myself in Damascus, Syria, or Yusuf Talal de Lorenzo in Karachi in Southern Asia, across the face of the Muslim world. Is it mere coincidence that all the traditional scholars taught us the same thing, that Ahlussunnah orthodoxy is embodied in the Ashari and Maturidi madhabs of Aqeedah? Indeed, when Imam Ibn Hajar al-Haytami, who with Ahmad al-Ramli is the foremost legal authority for the entire late Shafi'i school, was asked in his Fatawa al-Hadithiyah, legal judgment on hadith, about who ashab al-bid'ah, or those of reprehensible innovation, bid'ah, were, he answered that they are, quote, those who disagree with Muslim orthodoxy, Ahlussunnah Waljama. Orthodoxy, meaning those who follow Shaikh Abu Hasan al-Ashari and Abu Mansur al-Maturidi, the two Imams of Ahlus-Sunnah. This is quoted from Haytami's al-Fatawa al-Hadithiyah, page 280. And this is also what the Al-Azhar secondary schools in Egypt teach to this day, that, quote, the collectivity of Ahlus-Sunnah is constituted by two groups. The Asharis, or followers of Abu Hasan al-Ashari, and Maturidis, the students of Abu Mansur al-Maturidi. The Maturidis were nearly all of the Hanafi school, particularly in those in the lands beyond the Oxus. And their differences with the Asharis, excluding merely verbal ones, amounted to 6 questions, none of which entered into the fundamental tenets of the Ashari school.